YouTube. How everybody doing, man? Welcome to another episode of D Wolves Podcast. We on episode 21. At this point, I done reached my little limit with my podcast because my whole limit this year was to reach over 10 episodes, more episodes than I did last year. So we already clapped it up for the last episode, which is episode 20. Also, y'all go check out that episode, by the way. It's on YouTube, episode 20, with Lil Mama and GNC up on there. Check it out. We got a lot of topics that we had pointed out, and it was mostly about judging and stuff like that. And also, I got a special guest here today, you know what I'm saying? Ashley, y'all also follow her. Well, actually, matter of fact, I'm going to let her go ahead and tell her social medias and stuff like that, and then we're going to just get to the podcast. So, yeah, go ahead. I don't know who you is, Ashley.
Hi, I'm Ashley. My Facebook is Ashley Herrera. Also, my Snap is Pretty Eyes 8631, and then also on my TikTok is Ashley Herrera the same too. So.
Okay, so we got Chelsea. What's up, Chelsea? Tap in. We just starting the podcast, and don't mind my little sweat, man. It's hot. What's up, Charles? What's going on, man? Tap in. Everybody coming in. Come on. We only gonna be podcasting for like a good 45 minutes, man. So just go ahead and just come in. We got some okay topics for right now. By the way, we got a couple sexual ones, but they not gonna be like crazy, cause I'm probably gonna save it for like another episode. And yeah, man, y'all tap in, man. So yeah, y'all follow Ashley. Y'all make sure y'all look at her on TikTok, Facebook. She writes back. She's a cool country. She from Tennessee. So don't be surprised, like you be like, whoa, she's not from here, you know what I'm saying? But she live here. What's up, cuzzo? What's up? Now that's my cuz right there. Hey. He's gonna be, they call him Red, that's his nickname. You're gonna be seeing him in some of my future episodes too. I just got done chopping it up with him, like, hey, you know, he stay fresh. Dude be fresh, man. He was on one of my episodes. I seen him on I forgot what episode it was. I think it was, I gotta look back. It was like a couple episodes ago. But what's up, cuz? What's up, Red? So yeah, y'all also follow me on Snapchat. I may make my comeback. See, say yo. What's up, cuz? Tap in, cuz. We got some nice topics, but we only gonna be on for like 45 minutes, and we're gonna continue on probably tomorrow and stuff like that. We're gonna get back on. She's on TikTok. And what's up, Ashley's TikTok? I'm the Queen of Will. Y'all tap in. Y'all tune into the podcast. I'm trying to get like her on TikTok. Ashley gonna help me get like her on TikTok. You know, because I'm trying to start going live and all that too on TikTok. What's up, Bethany? What's going on? Tap in, Bethany. Tap in, because we got some nice little topics and stuff like that. Because it's finna go down. It's finna go down. So, and not only that, I was gonna throw a couple topics to where I was gonna talk about like Father's Day, but I mean Father's Day kind of left a little too quick, and I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna even do it. I'll just probably do it some other time or when it come back around. So I'm looking. Yeah, I'm looking at both screens right now. So if y'all looking at me, I'm doing like this. Ashley's on TikTok, and yeah, she going live on there, and I'm going live on here. Once I get this adapter cord, because the adapter cord I got is for USB-C. So you see how I got that cord? That's for USB-C chargers and stuff like that. I'm gonna have to get one for the, you know, last generational iPhones and stuff like that, so we can see yours on the TV, stuff like that, so we can, you know. Yeah. But yeah, that's for future references. What's up, Billy? What's going on? What's up, my folk viewers? Y'all tap in. Yeah, we finna get into it. Hey, I was a little bit lazy today. I ain't gonna say lazy, but I had a lot going on. I didn't even really get my little marker together, but we just gonna act like it say the date on here, take one, and you know the episode name. Players mess up too. Take one. Action. Episode 21. Social topics part 7. Wow. All right. The first topic is, let me go ahead and Get ready for y'all. Y'all tap in. Y'all tap in. I see y'all still viewing 4 views. Let's go. Let's go. And y'all also tap in TikTok and let me know what they say too.
Oh, I will.
You know, I'm blind. You know, I gotta. You know, I don't want to be squinting and looking like I'm trying to shit or something. You know what I'm saying? So Billy said, "Hey, I think your mic is off cause my volume up. I barely hear y'all. Why does it be doing that? Hold up. Let me see something right quick. All right, so back to the episode. So we're gonna start off with something slight. You know what I'm saying? And it's something that I've been wanting to talk about for a while. I mean, now that I'm an adult, I've been kind of, contemplating on, man, the stuff I used to do as a kid. I want to kind of compare it as me as an adult on certain things as when I was a kid. So this is a topic that I'm talking about. So the topic is, this. I have put what kind of games you did. Well, what kind of games you played as a kid? For example, hide and seek. And if you got any other games other than hide and seek, I would send that as an example. What games did you play and did you enjoy playing that game as a kid? And would you still play that game as an adult? I'm going to start off with you. I'm going to let you go ahead and spill the beans, Ashley.
To be honest, I'd still play it.
So what kind of games?
Hide and seek. That's one of them. Trying to think. We played card games. Have you ever heard that game where you do your hands? It's called Bubble Gum Gum Gum. And they
yeah, I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that. But it was just here and there. Cause I ain't like people holding my hands. You know, I'm like, man, get your little gay ass. Especially the dudes. I'm like, why you? But I play with the girls. I'm just saying, like with the dudes, I'll be like, but you know what? You ever heard of high hands? Where they be trying to?
Yeah, like.
See, I played that with guys because it's just a quick, Yeah. But I don't want to do it. But I kind of didn't like that because they hovering over your hand and they just, Billy has said when you was close, I hear you, but nope. Well, I don't know. Betty said she hear me real good. What's up, Jen? Jenny got up on the live chat. What's going on? So, anyway, it's just with the hot hands, I just kind of was like, bro. Because they be... Yeah, but they trying really to get you. Yeah. See, I would rather probably play with a female with that now. But, yeah. So, with me, just to be on a quick, brief tip, I was going to say, I used to play hide and seek. I played the snowball fights and stuff. It's not a game, but it's something that we did. You ever try to make like a fort? You know how like you have a fan on and you have like that skinny ass, slim ass sheet. It's the most flimsiest, skinniest sheet ever you can pull, and you put it on the fan and you just watch the whole thing just, make like a fort. Have you done that before? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I done that. This is like preferable. Like this is probably not one of those things where it's like not common to play. I used to play Beyblades. The little spinning things. Mm-hmm. They're like, let it rip.
Yeah, they actually still make those. I remember my boys had some back then, a long time ago.
Now, I never played the Pokemon cards like that. I always wanted to, but if I go back in time, I will play with Pokemon cards. But I used to play the game and stuff like that. What's up, Danielle? What's up, Justice? Gray? Y'all, thanks for tapping in. But no, I used to play them type of games. We played Duck Duck Goose, but that was like one of those like here and there things we did because it wasn't as
right.
What's anybody saying on TikTok? They just joining
and going out.
So yeah. Okay. What's up, my 5 viewers? Okay. Went back to 4. Okay, it's cool. But no, I used to play that snowball fights. I done did like a little bit of skating and stuff like that. We play games playing with skates. Um, Man, we used to do some weird stuff because I used to be over my cousin's house a lot. We used to like have each other by the feet, and we'd be going downstairs. We used to do some crazy stuff as kids. We did some games like that.
You played dodgeball before?
Nah, we barely did that. We played like flag football where they throw the football.
Hmm.
We played that. Um, well, me personally as a kid, I wasn't like a basketball player. Still not now. It's not in my blood. Um, I think that's like the basic thing I can say about like me doing stuff as a kid is playing games. It's more, but I cannot really think about everything right now. And to be honest with you, I would still play all those games as a kid. Especially like the fort thing.
Right.
That shit fun as fuck. Like I just do that shit. But I wanna
It
have
is fun.
but I would wanna have a bigger sheet though. Cause we had like a small ass sheet. I wanna get
Yeah, a bigger one would be better.
like just in a fan that be blasting. Like we just be
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, most definitely. Next topic. Okay, so now I was at work the other day because I get most of my topics from work. I think about, I brainstorm them, I just jot it down. So some of them might be a little corny, some of them you might be like, that's a good topic. So this topic is pretty much it's like you either gonna look at it like, now why would you think that? But some of them is like, I don't know. I'm just going ahead and say it. So do you think every relationship, like I'm talking about committed relationship, it don't matter how long you've been in a relationship with this person, you've been in a relationship, like y'all together and all that, like y'all made a commitment, y'all,
Right.
Cause I asked this one girl this, and she was like, she just complete. I'm gonna tell you what she said after I say it, but she completely was like, mm. She was like, if you doing that, then it's not worth the. I'd go ahead and say it. So, if you was in a relationship, would you put a track in? Like, would you and that person download the tracking app so y'all can both track each other where y'all at? Would you have the nerve to just be like, well, I want to know where you at. Let's download the tracking app. If we in a relationship, what would you do? Would you download that just to make sure your man don't go nowhere when you tell him? Would you trust him? Would you be like, or would you just be like, oh, I mean, coming home at the end of the day, I mean, what would you do?
It's a new version now that people put that stuff. But to be honest, I probably wouldn't, because if I love that person and I put my trust into it, I wouldn't do it.
I'll tell you what this girl said, man. I had told her this at work, and she just said, like, if I'm doing all that, then we shouldn't be together. I get it.
Yeah.
And she was leaning more towards what you saying, like, you know, nah, I ain't gonna do it, but at the same time, what's up, Diaz? What's up? Bruce. That's his nickname, Bruce, but we call him his real name, Darius. Bethany said if a tracking app is needed, there are problems in the relationship, which I get,
Mhm.
but let's just say, hear me out. Let's just say because I'm a cautious person. I got trust issues. I got all types. I just be like, hey, baby, download that app. I just want to make sure. I got you. I trust you. I know you loyal, but I
Right.
wanna make sure it
Well,
ain't.
also too, to make sure if that person's okay. But say, like, if something happens, like if you get shot
Yeah,
by someone, or
right,
somebody kidnap you or something,
right.
you're gonna want that app so that your significant person wants you to know where you're at.
And you love them a lot, right? Don't you want to kind of just know, like if they out somewhere, you can't tell me you're gonna be like, hey, babe, How everything going? Where you at? Is you want to know.
Right.
And let's say I don't know if you one of those type of girlfriends where let's say you don't hear from him in a while and his tracking device still there. You may want to still check on him. Like you may want to
Yeah.
go out there just in case, just to see what's going on, because you never know what the fuck going on. Just saying, just saying. So I get that. I ain't thought of it that way. It's real good for making sure, you know. So Ali said, I don't know, females be like nah, but the smile on her face says she been there, done that. LOL. What's up, Royal Peach? What's up? What's up? She go by Queen too. Her Facebook is Royal Peach. What's up, Queen? What's up? What's up? Thanks for tapping in. Um, yeah. It's just let me fix this camera a little bit more. But I I ain't never thought about it like that though. Like to be on the safe side. You know? I mean, he can call you or she can call you. But you really wouldn't have to know. Like, you know how people be like, what's your location? If you got them tracking, you ain't gotta tell me your location. Cause I'm not good with location. I'm the type of person that need that shit. Like, you would be like, so where you at?
You could be like, yeah.
So let me go ahead and change. Let me just turn the camera a little bit more. Oh, it's back to me. So would I do that? Yeah, like I said, I will make sure. Like I just gotta make sure everything's good. I do got like if I was in a relationship, you know, I had trust issues out this world. I want to know what you're doing. I'm sorry. I can't even go to sleep if I don't know where you at, or I want to make sure what you're doing is what you're doing. I can't. Nah, I gotta know where you at. Like, and I get it. If it's a tracking device on there, it shouldn't be. But I'm looking at it like, can I trust you still having it, even though you know you ain't got to, but still. Cause I just got crazy trust issues. How TikTok looking? Everybody just still okay. What's going on, y'all? We still live. So the next topic is this. So, all right. So this is a sexual topic, and I kind of like said something about this on the last episode, but I ain't really get in depth with it. But it's like a subtopic and a topic. It's the same topic, but it's said in a different way. So this is the topic. I had said like, and it's just your thoughts, what you think. I had said, why is it that they name a threesome with 3 people, right? But when it comes to more people, how come they don't just carry it on? Like, you know how they have like orgy and, you know, trains and shit like that. How come when it's 4 people, how come they don't just be like, that's a foursome, 5-some, 6-some, 7-some? How come it just gotta be just the threesome?
To be honest, I really don't know because it's kind of confusing, really.
What's up, Vivian? What's up, Eli?
Because if you have more than 3,
Right?
it's really kind of confusing. Why people say it's threesome with just 3 people?
But I mean, it's like, why not though? Y'all call it a threesome. Like, how come they gotta just change the term? Like, don't say threesome and don't continue on. Come on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like how I look at it. You know how like they name babies. And you know what? I just got another topic just from what I'm finna say next. After I finna say this, just like when people have babies and they have a son, and they be like, oh, this junior, this the second, this the third. That's how I look at that. How come they can't just pass it on? Okay, that's threesome, foursome, fivesome, but they have baby names with sons, the third, the fourth, the fifth, you know, all that junior. So that goes back to another topic I'm finna say. How come they don't do females like that? Like, how come it's got to be the son that's got to be a junior? Like, you know what I'm saying? How come a female can't be, you know?
That is a good question. I mean, to be honest, I really don't know. It's always with the males.
Cause you will never hear nobody like, oh, she's the fifth, oh, she's the second. It'd be weird though. It'd be funny though. But I'm like, that shit kind of cool. I don't know if a girl being called Junior will be cool either.
No, because that's for a boy.
Right, but what would a girl be then if a boy is a junior?
Don't know.
Yeah,
It's
but
hard to say it. It really is.
but yeah. So with me, all I gotta say is I wish they did carry on with the the threesome and the foursome. Like I wish they kept saying it, kept going with it, other than making names and stuff like that. Who really invented saying threesome at the same time? Who just was like, hey, we gonna name this threesome, man. It's three people. It's a threesome. How come it can't be a twosome? But I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying. So next topic. I know we had a time thing right now. Let's say you got this dude. To me, it'd be a girl. Let's say you got this. Well, you like girls too. But let's say you got this guy, right? You been. Let's say it's been a month. Let's say y'all been talking. Y'all been talking on and on online, on the phone. You crushing him. You like him. You got some sexual desires for this young man. You know what I'm saying? You would do some stuff. You would do. Hold on, let me see what Bethany said. She said, I think threesomes are more common than any more partners, so there's a name for it. Okay, I understand that, but why they can't continue and going down? Why just stop at threesome? How come it can't be foursome, fivesome, sixsome, or will it? Or maybe they just did it because it sounds stupid, but I mean, it's a lot of shit that I see that's stupid. And I'll be like, why do they? But okay, I guess it's in the law, or I guess it's in the books. I guess so. But why does it gotta have a name to it? Why can't it just be fivesome, sixsome, sevensome? It's you know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Like, why they couldn't just continue it on? I'm cool with just the words. I'm cool with the other terms. It's cool with me. I mean, no matter what it is, I mean, you getting the sex either way it go. It's just a saying. Who clearly cares what it is? They fucking. You know what I'm saying? But just saying, why they couldn't just continue it on and stuff like that. You know. So no, back to the other topic. The topic was and if you do that, just click it if you need to. Hit it like if it keep going out. But no, the topic is I think it's kind of reiterated. What I said was, so let's say you and this guy and stuff like that, talking and stuff for like a month and all that. Ooh, y'all finally got on this date. You know what I'm saying? Y'all finna do what it's gonna do. Y'all probably went out to eat. Oh yeah, 5 views was going on. What's up? What's up? Y'all tap in. But yeah. Also, y'all, since my phone then went off, I got it charging up right now, so I'm going live right now. I ain't charging my phone up all the way. So I'm just looking at, if y'all see me looking over here, I'm looking at Ashley's phone because she tuned into my live and stuff like that, and I'm looking down right here. But no, so this is it. I'm finna get down with it. Now, what would you do? Y'all finna have sex and all that. You know how you can hear yourself having sex. You can feel yourself having sex. You can see yourself having sex. You got 3 senses. With that crush and that guy that you've been waiting for a month to let him slide in, what's one sense that you will let go and keep to? So would you not have the sight of seeing it, the hearing, or the feel?
That's a hard one. I'm gonna go with the feel.
What? So you letting go in the feel. You don't want to feel it. You don't want to feel it. I'm talking about you choose one that you don't want.
Take that back. Yeah, take the first one.
I don't know, man. I would say like with me, I had to take. I say hearing, man. That's as much as I can do with it, cause hearing, just hearing, you know.
Yeah.
Shit. because it's like I didn't have some intercourse, to where it's quiet, it's real quiet. I'm probably pumping really, low and shit, you know. So I'll say hearing. I gotta see it, and I got to feel it. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying.
That's why I had to switch back to that because
yeah. So, all right, off into the next topics. I finna. Time is 9:09. Okay, so another sexual topic I got, and this is very interesting. This is going kind of back towards being a kid. Well, if you was a kid, So, when did you first, if you did, when did you first watch porn? If you ever did, when was the first time you seen it? Where was you at? Was you around other people? Would you think about it? Was you curious about it? Was you a virgin when you seen it? Or was you not? What age, if you remember your age, what site was you on? Did you see it through a CD? Did you see it on a computer? Did you stumble across and seen it? Give me your thoughts, Ashley.
well, no, I wasn't a virgin that time, and I saw it on the internet, and I was at home. So, yeah.
Where was you at? Like, what? Like, how old was you? How old was you and all that? Like, where was you? You say see it on your phone?
I was 12.
Okay.
And I was at home in my room. Yeah.
Was you like skeptical about trying to see it?
I was curious.
Oh. Okay. Why was curious?
To be honest, I don't know.
You just like, fuck it. I'm finna just go ahead and let me just see what this is right quick. You was 12 years old. So I don't know how old I was when I first seen porn, but I know I was young than a mug. I know I was in the single digits, I think, or going into the first two digits. So I'm gonna tell you my story time. So I was over my cousin's house, and we was like playing the game. He was playing like Dragon Ball Z or something like that. And this when we had those, they was like those, they red. They like these little cores you put into the TV. They red, yellow, and green or something like that. And like my cousin Jalen, he was tech savvy. So when Jay see this, he gonna already know. He already know he gonna be bugging out. And my cousin Brandon, shout out to y'all. I love y'all, cuz. So anyway, so we was playing the game and stuff like that. And I don't know if my cousin like put the other little cord into the TV or did he change it. I was too young to even know you can change shit like that. Like,
right.
You're saying you change the HDMI. I ain't know nothing about that. All I know is if I'm watching TV, I'm watching TV. I ain't know you can change stations and stuff like that. So as I'm playing Dragon Ball Z, something came up. I seen a girl vagina. It was all pink, and all I seen was like her, her hands all like this, moaning and shit. She rubbing her clit. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I ain't know what that was. I'm like, and then my cousin, they laughing. I'm like, bro, what the? So then they put it back on Dragon Ball Z. We playing the game. I grab my joystick. I'm just like, shit, Then like 5 minutes later, they put the shit back on there. Dude going crazy. Dude had her arm like this. I remember and everything. Dude had her arm going. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I didn't know what sex was. I didn't know. I knew a little bit, but I'm like, is this what I think it is? And then I seen. So we had went back on all that. Like we kind of went back playing what we was playing. Next thing you know, they went back to it, and all I seen was squirt juice coming out. I'm like, what the fuck? All I seen was and the squirt was like, I remember like this day, the squirt juice was coming on the camera, so all you seen was just her pussy, and she just, and yeah, I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like something out of an alien movie, because I didn't know what I'm like, what is? All I know was this, what I had, but I'm like, bro, females. I swear, I'm like, that look like some from another planet type shit. Like I'm like, nah, she cannot be another planet having that, bro. Like how does it get wet? How is it getting wet like that? How is it pink like that? How? She got just a hole, right? Like, bro, how, bro?
Because God created us
right,
that way.
But I didn't know that. I thought everybody had dicks or something, or like everybody. I didn't know. I mean, my parents and all. Because when I seen the porn and all that, I'm like, this is what a whole female. That's when I seen the whole body. It was wild. Somebody just joined too. Yeah, hold on. Let's see. Oh yeah, got 3 views. Yeah, I was just like, bro, what the fuck is this? It seemed like it was something out of another movie, and I'm like, y'all need to change that. But that broke my heart. Like I'm like, and I went home thinking to it. I was trying to tell my mama like, Ma, I think it was, I seen some squirt, but I left it to myself. But yeah, that's my story time. And then later on in life, I started seeing what it was, seeing what it is. I see my dad has some tapes and stuff, and I'm like, what is big booty, ebony? And it been times where like they'd go somewhere,
right?
And I'm like, okay, time to do the mission. I go up in this closet, shit be like all the way deep inside. I'll be seeing a CD. Let me throw that little CD, because it was CDs at the time. I throw that CD in back then. All I seen was like the thing, my heart beating. I don't know when I'm come through the door. My heart just, I'm like, let me just see this right. I was just skeptical. It was one time I snuck a whole CD and put it in my PlayStation 2 just to see what it was, but I had to turn the stuff down. Yeah, it was real. It was real. These kids these days, man, y'all, y'all just don't know. Cause boy, I did a mission just to see that shit. Now y'all motherfuckers can just.
Yeah.
Next topic is, let me change my battery. 4 viewers. Y'all just viewing. I ain't saying nothing. The other topic is this. But yeah, I was just kind of like, bro, I'm finna just go ahead and just see what this whole thing about. Like, I'm like, man, you know what? And I'm talking about, I was like on a mission, man. I was on a mission. I'm just like, I was just curious. At the time when I first seen, I was scared of that shit. I'm just like, bro, this is from another planet I just seen. I ain't know what it was. I mean, I knew the dude stuff, but it was even bigger than my stuff. I'm like, damn, that nigga's no homo. That nigga shit huge. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I seen them, But yeah, I was that type though. I snuck in and seen it too. Cause I'm just like, let me see what this is about. And I start seeing varieties of it. I'm just like,
you get curious.
Yeah, I'm just like, what is this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All right. So, even though you was a virgin, I mean, you wasn't a virgin, ass motherfucker. All right, so let me see. Okay. All right, so this is, on my podcast, y'all know I talk about the technology and stuff like that that's coming out and all that good stuff. So I'm just gonna say this one brief. What you think about the chips and stuff, the microchips, and how they having some certain humans? Cause I've been hearing like,
I have too.
I've been hearing this. What I've been hearing. I've been hearing that they're gonna be chipping us. I don't know if it's true, but I wouldn't be surprised. They saying like they're gonna be chipping humans, and that's the only way you can buy stuff. So what you think about that? Like,
don't agree at all.
I don't agree either. But how do you feel that you cannot buy nothing unless you got this chip embedded in you?
To me, I would just be like, if the only way to get food is go out in the wild and just gotta do what you gotta do, because I don't believe, because that chip is the mark of the beast.
I heard. How you know it's the mark of the beast though? Like, how you know? Like,
because I seen it on social media that it.
And like, what else they said about it? Like,
it's like you said, that's the only way to get by, to buy medicine, food, and gas and all that, which I think it's crazy. It really is.
I don't know, man. Like, if I had it like in me, if I had it in me for sure, I would definitely I'd definitely be scared because I'd be like, man, what if they control my whole body
Mm-hmm.
through that chip, or what if they
Yeah.
can hack my ass? Like they can find some way to hack my
And
like.
also too, what if it's got some kind of chemical in it and it can be like something happened to you? I mean, you never know. I mean, the way this world's going right now, it's pretty crazy.
The way your face look. Oh my goodness. But yeah, it's just I don't know, I can't wrap my head around it. Because when you think about it, money was a certain way at a certain time back then. So now everything is just different now. The whole world is designed a whole different way than like 200 years ago. Now we got to work. Now we got to slave. I mean, I ain't trying to say it like that, but now we got to slave now to have money at least to do shit.
To get by.
Now it's like,
They're
oh, we
right.
finna put this chip in you. So how you gonna? What's up now? Now you got some type of technological inside you. Now you ain't gotta
Well, it's
have
not
paper.
just there. You can put it in your forehead too.
Ah,
I heard about that. They put it in your forehead. It's
man.
there. It's not just there. It's actually in the palm of your hand too.
I heard about that too. I heard about the palm and Elon Musk been doing some. I heard stuff about Elon Musk too. How he had implanted he had implanted like a brain. It's like he had put it in monkeys.
That's somebody wanted me to get back on TikTok. I wanted to see.
Damn. All right, get back on TikTok. I just try to get up. Everybody just watching though. Nobody ain't commenting on my Facebook Live. But what I was gonna say was like, basically I was gonna say just like he had like an implant of the I don't know exactly what he did, but he had put like an implant inside a monkey, and it just basically controlled the monkey's mind or something like that. So I've been hearing a lot about like implants, and they've been implanting and stuff like that. Yeah. So do you think they're gonna really do this though? Or I mean, I've been hearing it's been going on in Sweden.
It too, but the only way that I'll know is if I can see it in order to believe it.
I'm the same way. I gotta see it to believe it. I don't know,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't be surprised because I mean, back then people was trading in stones and rocks, and and then it came to paper money, and now it's cards. They putting the funds in cards and stuff, and
Yeah.
now you got Apple Pay. You got the
Mhm.
kids now paying off their phones just like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not really with it.
It's like, yeah, but
But think about this though.
me, I wouldn't.
Now, I'm finna get a little more in depth. You said that you wouldn't do it because you can go in and get your food, right? Now, I get that you can grow your food, but how is you gonna So you just gonna, cause you gonna want your nails did. You gonna want some new clothes, and let's say you lost some weight, or let's say you gained some weight. You probably like, well, shit, I ain't gonna be shopping or nothing. But let's say your clothes getting too loose. It's best on some real stuff. It's best for you to not gain weight, to be honest. But what would you do? You can't. You can only thing you can't do is eat. You would just give up on getting your hair did, like.
In order to sacrifice, yeah. I mean, I would give up just about anything. Basically, I want my kids to be taken care of before myself.
So okay, so what if your kids? I'm just saying, you know how these kids is.
Mhm.
They going by this new technology.
Yep.
They brought up the society programming,
Yep.
just like how you was programmed when you was a kid. Like, I need to do that, or let's say they end up getting chipped, and they be like, Mom, you got it. It's the only way, Mom. And they end up. Let's say they did it behind your back. Like, Mom, I know you ain't with it, which a lot of kids do.
Yeah.
How would you feel about that?
In a way, I'll be upset, but it's done and over with, I mean, there's nothing I can do. They actually already did it, so.
But to be honest, though, on some real stuff, I'm gonna say this though. And this I mean, it'd kind of be to where it'd be cool if they do. If one kid do, or if you got like a certain family member that's just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go ahead and get it, because they can help you. let's say you be like, well, I want you to give me this jewelry, or I want you to give me a new set of lashes, or you know what I'm saying, I don't know, I want you to give me some shorts or something like that. They can pay it off their stuff and they can just give it to you. So I mean, somebody would be cool to sacrifice to just get it so they can help everybody else.
Yeah.
But it's like you ain't gonna be able to pay them back because you ain't got the chip. They just gonna be buying it for you just for the sake of you not getting the chip.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's a very hard decision. It really is. But I hope on our end that it doesn't happen.
way this stuff is, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'd just be like, cause I ain't gonna lie, like now I ain't never thought like technology. I ain't think technology would be this advanced, this quick how it is now, and what's coming
yeah.
in a matter of 10 years. In a matter of 10, like 2010, it was certain stuff that I'm kind of like, damn, they got this shit. But like in 10 year span, a lot of stuff, and it's like technology. It's this how it is. It's how technology going to me. It's like, you know how some stuff start off slow. It was like that, but it's like,
It's like it's going up.
it's gonna like it's
Yeah.
like a whoosh,
Just keep going.
whoosh, 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 whoosh. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how I think it's, you know. But next topic. Um, let me see here. Um, so I'm gonna say two more topics. Okay, so do y'all think that?
Hey, I haven't heard from you in a while.
Do you think that we should detox? Do you think that we should detox, like eating food for like at least a day or some more days, especially eating meat? And I don't know. I had heard this from the internet. I had heard that I'm gonna read your comment too in a minute. I'm gonna get up. I had heard that Michael Jackson. I had heard that he had fasted every Saturday. He didn't eat I mean, not Saturday, Sundays. He never ate Sundays, but he had fasted. They say he used to fast like that. So, do you believe that we should fast in food, and we should at least like, lay off the meat at, at least, I don't know, more than 3 days or so? Because a lot of Americans eat meat.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't know because a lot of people have health problems, so
Right?
you want to be careful with that, especially if you're diabetic.
Yeah.
So, to me, might try it.
But ain't no guarantee you gonna be like, I want that meat. Oh,
Well, you gotta have protein in your body, so.
but you can always eat potatoes, Ashley. Potatoes got protein.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. But it also got a lot of starch in it too. So.
True. So, I mean, with me, I believe we should. Meat do stay up in you, and it can cause, weight to stay up on you. And, but yeah, last topic is, okay, so when a celebrity commits crime, is it do you think people view it differently than a regular person that commits crime? I'm just gonna ahead and say my little belief. When a celebrity commits crime, I feel like, I don't know, I don't think too much of it. I'll just be like, bro, didn't commit crime. Like, let's just say, like, cause I don't know y'all like y'all know about the Kendrick Lamar and the Drake beef and all that,
Yeah,
and how his, I don't know, somebody had shot Drake house up in Toronto or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, but like, how do you feel? Not everybody want to get on. How do you feel about like celebrities committing crime compared to like regular people? Like, what is it any difference you feel, or?
Well, celebrities, they're famous, so they're gonna get more people.
Publicity,
Yeah.
right?
Than regular regular people. So that's what I.
I don't know. I feel like, man, when somebody regularly do it, I be like, man, you motherfucker, like you stupid. But when a celebrity do it,
Yeah.
I just kind of be like, man, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of be like, man, that's that nigga, man. He's a celebrity though, but like it's different. It's different. It's a little different, but a crime is a crime. And people need to stop, like, really, to conclude this whole entire episode. People should, like, literally stop trying to promote celebrities because everybody is human, man. People should really stop promoting these celebrities with these crimes because if y'all making it happen,
definitely agree.
Yeah, if they making it happen, they getting the hype up and stuff like that. More rappers gonna do this, and I know y'all heard about. I don't know the rapper name, young guy. He got shot at 26. Julio. I don't know his name, but y'all know what I'm talking about. When y'all see this podcast, yeah, him. He had went live and people was like looking at his stuff, and when he had went live, they knew exactly where he was at. And I'm talking about they did these guys was like at angles. They made sure they hit him. But yeah. But anyway, I'm finna go ahead and conclude the whole episode. Y'all, thanks for let me read the comments before I go. All right, y'all. So we're gonna conclude the whole episode. We'll be back tomorrow. I got some more topics for y'all, and this was just the ending of the iceberg right here. Like this, we got so much stuff like that for the future, and with Ashley. So I'm gonna see y'all in the next episode. YouTube, y'all, thanks for watching. Thank you, Facebook Live, for viewing. Y'all, thanks for tapping in. Go ahead and say your social medias back up. Just give them the spiel again while they at the end of the podcast. What's your social medias and let them get it again so they'll know. Yeah. Ashley.
My TikTok is Mama Bear Ash, and my Facebook is, just want to make sure, it will say Ashley Vaughn, and it's got my granddaughter on it, so you'll know. And then my Snapchat is Pretty Eyes 8631.
Yep. So y'all heard it. Y'all know me, DeQuaylin Williams, on Facebook, YouTube, DWillENT. That's where I put all my podcast stuff at. I made my come up on Snapchat, which is DeQuaylin.Will. I don't know yet. I gotta see. And also y'all also add me on TikTok, Quay the Goat. I'm new on there. I'm lame on there. So y'all give me some follows. Hopefully Ashley can help me out with that because I'm definitely trying to get on that TikTok. Yeah, when we get the time and stuff like that. I got my drawings on there, and I'm finna start putting my flip books on there. So y'all know I draw. I'm a multi-talented man. Come on now, I do it all. You know what I'm saying? So I love y'all. I'll see y'all on the next episode. Deuces. Peace. Tomorrow. YouTube, what's going on with y'all, man? Hey, all I gotta say is I love y'all, man. Y'all subscribe to the channel, y'all like the channel, y'all tell a friend about the podcast, D Will's Podcast. This is the podcast where we talk about the most randomest topics. We throw a little bit of sexual topics here and there. We also got topics about technology and stuff like that. Y'all just tap in, man. This is the podcast where y'all can also, it's like a Club Shay Shay, where you could just, give up all your thoughts, say what you want, do what you want, but don't climb on my table. Don't do nothing crazy. You do what you want, but don't be doing nothing crazy. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to look up at y'all comments, so I'm gonna be getting up simultaneously and stuff like that. Look at y'all comments on Facebook. So I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna just let y'all join in, and I'm gonna give it probably like a 5-minute period. I'm gonna give it like a 5-minute period and let everybody comment. I'm gonna read y'all comments, and then we're just gonna go through it like that.
Cause you ain't got your board, so
yeah. So
players who else commenting.
Players mess up too,
Yep.
So you know how I go. But yeah, man. So this is the next day of episode 21. We just figured to do a whole nother segment and stuff like that. Cause we ended up doing some other stuff after the podcast and stuff like that, which I normally do in my podcast. Is like with episode 9, I was with my boy Keon, and we did a podcast, but we ended up going to the club after the podcast. But we ain't finished. We didn't finish we did a good hour and a half podcasting, but we kind of timed everything. But clubs be clubbing at night, so it really didn't matter. And I'm talking about them clubs be closing until like shoot, from like 10 to 2.
Oh, okay.
So it really didn't matter, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, some of my podcast episodes, I'm gonna let y'all know now. You know, some podcast episodes, it's like I gotta not trying to say hurry up, but I'm gonna be at a timely fashion. And every episode, I'm gonna let y'all know, like, hey, I got something going on after this episode, so we're gonna do like a good some 45 minutes to 30-minute, you know, podcast session and stuff like that. So y'all at least get some type of like, you know, awareness. Like, dang, why he? Because you got people that be like, dang, why this part so short? Why is like 35 minutes? And normally his podcast be like a good 2 hours to an hour. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this is the reason why. But I'ma always inform y'all and let y'all know like why the podcast was like that. So from the previous episode, I didn't have to go nowhere. You know, it was just all throughout the whole podcast, which was episode 20. Yep. You also check out episode 20. Jen was on there. Dorothy was on there, aka Lil Mama and stuff like that. We talk about judging and quick social topics and stuff like that. So y'all check out the previous podcast.
Somebody comment.
I'm gonna look at y'all comments. I'm gonna go ahead and look at y'all comments. Whoever is watching, I can't see y'all right now, but I'm gonna look up and I'm gonna read y'all comments. So just if y'all still tapping in, y'all just go ahead and just stay tapped in, and I'm gonna read y'all comments, and we're gonna go through what we finna go through. So today's episode, we're gonna kind of like cliffhanger this episode. Well, you already know it's a whole different day, and when I edit this video, I'm gonna put the 1 day late tell. Y'all know how I do, man. Cause we got different fits on, and we ain't gonna wear the same stuff the next day. We ain't like that, So it's a whole different day. But we finna like cliffhanger, the topics and stuff like that from this episode 21. Yeah. So we got like a good 4 good topics. Ashley got a story time. She's gonna be talking about
Yes, I do.
about poly relationships. We're gonna talk about poly relationships probably like during the end of the whole podcast. But every time when I start my podcast, I like to touch up on like just simple stuff and get up on the down and dirty stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because Ashley do got a nice little story time about this, and it's wild. It's crazy. So you only been in one poly, or is it 2?
Well, the first set I came close, but then the second one it was wild. Like,
So you was in 2.
Very stressful.
So would you mind talking about both of them, if you don't mind?
The first one, it didn't get physical like the second one did.
But we don't get up in that and stuff like that during the during the end of the podcast, stuff like that. So it was a topic requested, you know what I'm saying? Topic was requested that it was from Ashley's daughter, The topic is this. So if you're in a relationship and I'm talking about y'all freshly in a relationship, y'all like this. Y'all in there, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Should you allow the significant other to have the password to the smartphone? Like, I'm talking about like just, all right, we together, password, you're mine, or that's still none of your business because it's my phone. It's an iPhone. People that got iPhones, y'all get the...
Especially with all social media of all your passwords to it.
So go ahead and tell them what you think about that.
To me, I used to be like that, but now it's like I said with the other, our show last night,
And we talked about the tracking device.
Yep.
And I was like, go ahead. Go ahead.
Like what I said last night with the tracking device. I mean, if you love that person and you trust them, but also too, if your significant is like showing red flags,
right?
Then yeah, you're going to want the social media password.
Right. So you saying like when you first start off, well, you say you used to, but like now, I'm thinking that you're saying like don't have it right now, but like once stuff starts to like show red flags and stuff like that, to where you like, okay, you kind of showing me a little bit of something going on here. Now let me get your password. Other than just boom, Let's get each other
But
passwords
see,
together.
but with the story with my daughter and my son-in-law, they're very toxic. He's a Scorpio and she's Gemini. So, like,
oh my lord.
I mean,
You wanna know what
it's
that's like?
just, I'll be seeing both of them on each other's phone. He'll usually take her phone and she'll take his phone. It's
Right.
like,
That's like baking soda and vinegar.
yes. Yes.
Gemini's the vinegar and baking soda is the
Yes. It's
Scorpio.
crazy.
Let me see who are viewing right quick. Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Hey, what's up? Hop in. Share my live.
What's up? So like what I think is it's just
I mean, I like to ask a question. I mean, would you?
I mean
What do you
like
think of it?
I think like it's kinda like
Because I know you had trust issues. So
eggshell. Yeah. I get it. I get it. But I will definitely the type of password I get is the thumbprint. So I have to I could just boop. I had a I used to mess with this girl back then. She we didn't go together nothing like that, but like she had it to where she let me use her password and stuff like that.
right.
And she was like, "Give me your thumb." I'm like, "What did you?" I didn't know what she was doing. She was just like, "What you do?" I'm like, "Oh, now you can get in my phone." And I'm like, "Okay, I just we ain't together nothing. I mean, you ain't gotta. But she was one of them type of girls where she's like, I mean, so you won't feel like I don't know, cause I mean we was doing sexual stuff and she kind of wanted to make sure I'm protected and make sure what she's saying, but I didn't really care. Like I'm like, okay, if you mess with somebody else, just make sure they clean and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was still wearing my raincoats though. But speaking of raincoats, so this leads to my next topic. So even though, you know what I'm saying, you're a female and stuff like that, you're a woman, it's really towards my males with this topic. I kind of was like, no question ain't a stupid question. I don't care what nobody say. Ain't no question a stupid question. Some people need answers. Some people don't need to answer to that certain question, but you don't know what this person don't know. So you gotta ask the question. I don't like when I ask a question and people be like, why would you ask that? Like obviously I ain't know. You know what I'm saying? What if you ask me a question and it came back to me and I'm like, why you ask that question? You'll be like, obviously it'd be the same thing. But people nowadays they don't think about, the other side. So going to the next topic is girls that carries raincoats. You know. Like what I mean by that? I mean like let's say y'all about to bump and grind and stuff like that. Y'all, kissing and rubbing and stuff like that. Y'all know how I go. Y'all adults, bro. Y'all know what I'm talking. Y'all be like, I don't know. Y'all know what I'm talking about, bro. When I be up there explaining what I'm explaining, y'all know when the tension's getting hot, And let's say like she just come out the blue and just you like, and she got like a whole box full of raincoats, in her drawer. Would you look at her like, dang, do you be doing a lot of guys? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why you got all these raincoats? Or would you look at it like she trying to protect herself?
To me, I think she's trying to protect herself. That's my opinion.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's 50-50. I think she's trying to protect herself.
Oh, yeah.
But she getting down and dirty. Well,
Yeah.
she ain't getting down and dirty because she protecting herself. But why you got all them rubbers? Like okay, it's like this. If you don't got like a lot of people, well, if she don't got a lot of people that she like deal with like that, why you got the nerve to have that many like that? But at the same time, it's like I get it. You never know. And I'm gonna tell you something else, Ashley. I cannot take a raincoat from another woman too. I just can't. I don't know if she poked a safety pin up in there. That too. I don't know if she. I just don't know. And not only that, how you even know my size? Especially if it's our first time messing around.
That's true.
How you gonna give me a Durex and I wear a Trojan? I wear a Magnum. Come on, man. Get out of here, bro. I'd be disrespected. She just like, damn, you trying to say my shit? You won't even know my. I'm talking about the first time she ain't never felt it. She ain't never seen it.
Yeah, that would
She
be kind of
never
awkward. It would. Yeah.
like. Come on, that's like a dude. That's like a dude trying to buy you a shirt. You know, he met you and stuff like that. He give you a small. You like what the?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm gonna rip through this, right? So it's the same thing with that, but it's just kind of like, you know, I just kind of feel it's 50-50. It's 50-50.
Yeah.
Because why you got all the fucking raincoats? If you barely do it, you wouldn't even have a lot of raincoats like that. You protecting yourself, but you still sexually active, doing all type of stuff. You protecting yourself, but you still getting down and dirty and stuff like that. I don't know. So next topic is this.
Hey, Benny.
Also, y'all, Ashley is on. She's on TikTok live right now. So she's, you know, if y'all hear her over there, she talked to her TikTok. They just join in. Everybody just be joining and joining and joining. Y'all comment. They just be watching.
I know.
Just be watching. But
comment and tap. Share the live.
But anyway, so
share some love.
Next topic is this. So, and I know this one topic that a lot of people don't talk about. A lot of people do not talk about this, and that's why I said this is the podcast where you're gonna hear a lot of topics that you be like, "Dang, I never thought of that topic, or I never heard of that, or I never would even think to even say that." Or this is that podcast. So this
hey,
topic,
Craig, thank you for liking my live.
This topic is pretty much one of those where you might be like, "Dang, D. Will, this another corny topic." Nah. This is real. So y'all know how dudes be trying to like spit game and stuff like that. They be having their little calls, they little ways they trying to get the chick, or they trying to find their little ways and stuff like that. So this is the topic. So what girls do when they trying to spit game? So it's like the way, okay, I'm just gonna start it off because it's this really a male's, like, you know, this really for males. But Ashley, she can join in and all that if she wants to. You know what I'm saying? She can get her little intake because she do like females, y'all. She do like females too. So she kind of get what I mean. So it's like
hey,
females, they don't. I don't really hear a lot of females spit game like that. First of all, you know, men do that. But I've been noticing like females, they got their little ways, you know, like they very indirect with spitting game. They very subliminal spitting game, or they trying to like, you know, they trying to like do some extra stuff to get to know you or try to meet you. Now, some women, they are more mature. They direct. Them type of women I like. The one that just direct, they get to it, not all that extra, you know, bullshit, like, you know, or especially the women that be trying to down my success. Fuck your podcast and all that.
You don't need no negativity.
You know what I'm saying? But the low key, they like me, but they trying to they trying to like they don't want me to be they don't want me to be up there with them. They just like, I finna just mess up his confidence. His podcast ain't finna go nowhere. His videos ain't finna go nowhere. Who you think he is? Them females, but they want to mess with me. They like me. And them be the main motherfucking females. Let's say if I made it. Them gonna be the females that's gonna be like, well, I did like you. Or I did think this. No, you didn't. You were saying all the opposite stuff, what you were saying. So let me tell y'all a story time of when I knew a woman spin game. So I really get it with older women. I really do. Older women, they do it a lot. It's this one old woman. She's old. Like, she ain't old, but she's old. Keep in mind, I didn't mess with her. I ain't talk to her. I ain't do nothing with her. I just was like, she trying to peep her little game and stuff like that. I don't want you, grandma, but you know, you cool. You could be a friend of mine. You know,
she like I'm young.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you what it is. Like, I had added her on Facebook. You know, add her on Facebook and stuff like that. And Next thing you know, she was just kind of like, they be saying some funny stuff, man. She was just kind of like, um, she's like, where you from? I'm like, I'm from Saginaw and stuff. She was like, how old is you? I'm telling her. I already know she liked me and shit. I'm like, I'm 28. Like, okay, okay, okay. Um, so where you stay at? And I'm like, stay in Saginaw, where you at? And then she just constantly was just like trying to, I know the interest. And then she's like, what they do is she ended up sending me, I ain't even asked her to send me a picture. She sent me a picture, she had, there's a little saggy and all that, but I'm just like, I get where she's trying to come from. She's trying to spit her little game and stuff like that. She's trying to like make sure, like, oh yeah, this is what you're gonna be working with. But I ain't, guys do that too. That's why I say, like, from my experience, a lot of older women done that than younger women. Younger women, I feel like with younger women is more, they're more like nigga, I look good, nigga. I ain't gotta spend no gain to you. Like, but the older women, no offense, but I feel like they know that their time is like, is limitless now. They gotta like get they little game in now, especially to the young guys. They know the young guys look good, but they like, oh, nah, I'm finna spit my game and stuff like that. But they spitting their game when we don't want you like that no more. Like, you spit your game for no reason. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's been a lot of other times I didn't like seeing how women spit game or they trying to find their little ways. It have been some times where I done had girls try to get like they friends and stuff like that. They be like, what's well, they friends be telling me, they be like, what's the name trying to talk to you and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, all she gotta do is come up to me and say something. Like, what's the problem? Like she was shy, she ain't know what to do. And it's the main little thing I be getting. When a girl when they drop some shit, let's say look y'all see this little napkin. Let's say she dropped something, right? And they had just out the blue bend over and brushing their little booty, like I'm like, and it be out the blue. I be like, what the? All I know is I be like, now that wasn't on the floor like 2 seconds ago. Like that, how did that get there for you to pick it up and brush your booty against my arm and stuff like that? And that's what they do. They very indirect. Like, what you trying to say? You want me to touch it or something? Like if you want me to touch it, just say that.
They're just dying for the attention.
But Ashley, how come they can't just see? Sometimes I wish women can be just direct like guys. I do. It's like some do, but majority just they don't do that. They be doing this extra stuff. If I'm trying to go and shop with you and I'm trying to do something with you, let me know. Don't be doing all this. Reiterate the question one more time. My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all.
You're good. He said, how come women who say they bi won't make up their mind if they want to or not, or can't pick a choice?
Oh, okay. And you say your daughter said
My daughter said that they probably do. They are just shy or embarrassed, which that is true.
That I agree. I agree.
I 100% agree on that.
I mean, them type of people, hear me out. Because I do hear that a lot all the time. Like mostly bisexual girls be bi-curious. They be like switching up. Oh, I like men now. Oh, I like dykes now. Or if a girl like broke her heart, now she want to mess with the men. Cause I had a couple women that's like that, and I'd be like, dang, bro, like, what you want to do? Y'all just pick and choose what y'all want to do? Then they dress up a certain way at a certain time. They want to be girly. I'm like, what the? So I don't know. I only like out of my whole entire like girls that I mess with or know, I say like it's a small percentage of them type of women I mess with. So I don't know. But all I gotta say is they probably is like embarrassed or they probably don't
But
know
the
how to
thing
make their
is,
mind.
though, with that person and they lead you on, I mean, how would you feel if they keep leading you on with it, even though they don't?
That's a good question, Ashley. That's a good question. Cause it can get irritating.
It
'Cause, like,
does.
let's just say I'm messing with you and stuff like that, and then I'll be like, no, I like men, no homo.
Yeah.
Just this example. No, I like men. You like, damn, like, and then especially, cause man, I ain't gonna. I done seen some badass dykes, man. It's some cute man, cold. They be having their little dreads, they little tattoo, they little crop top. I'll be like, man, shawty. I mean, dang, man. I don't even know what to call them. Whatever you is, you look good. Whatever. I'm talking about the girls that dress like the dudes and they be,
Oh yeah.
crop top.
Especially, I have a crush one that I like on TikTok.
Yeah, y'all.
But she's married though, so it's like.
Yeah, them. I'm talking about them. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Somebody that's hard. I don't know who hard it is, but they know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna look at y'all comments in a minute too, y'all. Like I said, sorry for the technical difficulties. I know I keep on going up and changing the batteries and stuff like that. I'm on my last battery. But like I said, we finna be podcasting for about 45 minutes, and we probably at like 35. So we got like 10 more minutes because I'm finna be putting this clip off into the last clip, which is the first episode of episode 21. So I'm gonna just merge them together and do it like that. So yeah, man, like I don't know. I just kind of with them type of girls.
My friend said, not just TikTok, laugh out loud. Are you assuming the dykes, the bisexual women?
Like the dykes. Like I'm talking
Is that what you're talking about?
I'm talking about the dykes. Yeah, them. Yeah, them motherfuckers, man. But it can get irritating though. I'm gonna say this.
It does, because especially if you're especially like if you're sending pictures.
Yeah, and then you just change up like no. And then it's a couple girls I done messed with. They mess with me, and then I see them on Facebook. I ain't gonna say no names, but I see them on Facebook, and they got they dyke person and stuff, and I'm like, oh, so that's why you ain't talk to me. Or if they got their little girlfriend or whatever, I'll be like, oh, so she probably don't want to mess no dudes now. Maybe she went over, but they don't usually tell. They don't usually tell you though. You gotta like really like pinpoint it, like, yeah, you on that. You want to mess with the girl now, and then you mess with the dude. Like, I don't know, because some people they just like both. They not switching. They just that. They only gonna say in that range. They like both. They mess with some guys. They mess with some guys. They mess with some girls. They mess with some girls. But some they just be like, oh, I'm finna mess with the guy, and I'm finna mess with the guy for this period. Fuck the guy. He broke my heart. It usually be like that.
And then get with the girl.
And the girl be on some bullshit. Or on some.
And then they'll go back to the guy. It's like a back and forth thing. It's it can get irritating though. It is.
But yeah, that's pretty much my little thought on that. Anybody on TikTok? Y'all got any suggestions on the topic? Cause we finna get down.
Any topics, we will answer them for you.
We finna get down and dirty with the last topic.
Yes.
And that's about the poly relationships. Ooh. And Ashley gonna play her 2 stories. Facebook Live. Y'all go ahead and tap in, man. We finna go ahead and talk about this. But I'm gonna give y'all a 3-minute window. 3 minutes.
Any questions, ask.
Throw it. Just throw it up in there.
Throw it in there.
We waiting.
Do.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. She did the same thing I did. But we waiting. We waiting.
Come on.
Might just join. Okay.
Yeah, it's my cousin's daughter. I just joined in. Hey, Gracie. Come on. Anybody comment? Any topics you want us to talk about? Anybody on yours?
Actually, I think everybody's viewing. View comment on top.
And they're not saying anything. Hold on.
y'all be acting like y'all thumbs don't work, man. Oh, man. Dang.
Right.
Just all eyes, no thumbs. I know y'all be wanting to say a topic, man. I know y'all do. Maybe I gotta make more episodes for y'all though. Which I will. Y'all gonna see me with somebody like huge one of these days. Then y'all gonna be.
Okay, my daughter's got one.
All right. Let's listen. Let's get it.
All right. She said, "How do you feel about a relationship that is very serious and the man or the woman is controlling?" Now I know exactly what you're talking about.
Controlling, as in, like tell you, like if the girl want to be controlled, some women are like that. Some women just want to be controlled. Like that. But is you saying it like you in a relationship and then they just start controlling you, like you ain't even asked for that?
I was in a bad relationship, my very first one, and it got to where it was physical, emotional, abusive. It got to where he wouldn't want me to wear makeup, pull my hair all the time. It was very bad.
How old was you at the time? How old was you, if you remember?
I was about 16.
Oh. Of course, you're young. You ain't know no better like that. But dang, that's messed up. As you think about it though, as an adult, like you probably like, dang, that was very controlling.
Hey, Philip.
What's up, Philip? Hey. This is my podcast, by the way. What's up? This is D Will's podcast.
I have him on my page. That's the one I'm trying to get followers for him on his TikTok.
I'm new on TikTok. Y'all follow me on Quay to Goat. But on Facebook, I got a lot of people that watch my podcast. I got people that be seeing me out in public sometimes. They be like, I watch your stuff, you know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all get me right like my Facebook is right now on TikTok. I'm trying to get on my TikTok game. Y'all follow me. I'm gonna have Ashley also put if she don't mind, I try to probably put my name, Quay to Goat, and she'll just like tag me up in there and y'all just go ahead and follow. Also y'all can see my drawings and stuff on there too. I'm multi-talented.
He does good drawings.
Yeah, y'all and don't forget the flip books.
Oh yeah, the flip books too.
Yeah.
Those are pretty cool.
Yeah. But we'll talk about that whole nother topic. I'm also look at y'all comments, Facebook, and whoever viewing too. So yeah, so we're controlling the relationship. I'll say just get out of it, man. Like if you ain't asked for it.
But what if you really, really love that person and it's hard to let go?
I mean, me, I still get out of it because I'm hurting, and I love you.
But also too, if you have a kid by that person too,
the kid gonna understand like, hey, your papa dangerous, your papa violent. We gonna have to separate. I'm sorry, he doing too much. I love him. No homo. This is like me as the woman. I love him, but he's dangerous. That's toxic. It's toxic.
Yeah, it's not good for you, and then it's not good for the child. Kid.
So it's best to like really separate the child. No offense, but the daddy, man, he got to get it together. You know what I'm saying? Or get anger management. I done had it's a girl that I know of that I used to mess with. She got 3 kids, and one of her guys, well, her baby daddy that had the son, he had like a drug. He had an alcoholic. He was an alcoholic. No, he did. He drinks and stuff like that, alcohol and stuff, and
right.
She tried her best to like really get him out of it. Therapy and stuff like that. I would say like because what she did, he wasn't abusive or nothing. He just had a drinking problem, and she was just trying to help him like get out of that drinking problem. Mm-hmm. So they can, so he can be with her son and stuff like that, and they can be a good family.
That's what I did with my ex-husband. He was an alcoholic.
Right, and same thing with controlling and abusing. I say at least try to make it work. Find ways to make it work. Other than just giving up, because a lot of people this generation just give stuff up.
Give up, yeah.
But if sometimes some people need help, and it can help them, get through it and stuff like that. Especially if y'all got kids. But if none can't work, none can't work. You did what you can do, you know.
Yeah.
So
You
that's
take everything what you can do, and then it still ain't gonna work.
that's all I can say. That's all I can say. With that, so we finna get to the nitty gritty, man. We finna go ahead and conclude the whole podcast. We finna talk about. Anybody said something?
Who is this? Daniel?
Let me see.
Said hi, Mom. Mom. I think it is.
But all right, let me see who had view right quick before we get to the last topic. We finna talk about poly relationships and our thoughts about it, and actually got a story time of two of the poly relationships you've been in. So hold on.
No, one almost did.
Well, the one almost, and then the full one. Hold on. Let me see all y'all had comment or viewed. And the next episode I'm gonna have, I'm not gonna be doing this. It's just today I forgot my cord, and you know, players mess up too. Y'all know players mess up too sometimes. Hold on, let me look at these comments. We're finna go ahead and get to the topic, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and explain all my stuff about like poly right now. I'm gonna give y'all like a little brief like summary and a brief saying about what I think about poly relationships. So first thing first,
it's like the biggest thing ever.
It is, and it's everywhere. A lot of people got it out on internet. I've been seeing a lot on TikTok and people doing it a lot. I've seen it on YouTube. It's this page I'm subscribed to. It's called Bearcroft or something like that. And they be having like people that does different stuff. And they got another page called Born Different. People with, you know, conditions and stuff like that. Siamese twins. They be showing all that type of stuff. People that's born with no arms and stuff, no legs, or they got some type of condition where they grow too tall or something like that. But and I just be like, dang, I never thought this would come, you know, like these poly relationships. And what I gotta say is, you know, I'm not against it. I really like it more than just a relationship, because it shows like man. And I'm just gonna be honest. Can I be honest?
Yeah, be honest.
It just shows like, bro. See, this might sound foul, but
no. Go ahead and say your opinion.
And I be trying, y'all. I know this is my podcast, but I be trying to be humble. Man. Like, I know a lot of people be like, this your podcast. You can say what you want, D. Will. I get it. I know.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking know. But bro, some stuff may come off kind of like, whoa, dang. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna say it like this with the poly, man. The reason why I really mess with it is because it shows like, man, it's men out here, man. They can love more than one girl, man. Come on. I just feel like, man, yeah, I believe like a man can love one girl, but because I've been seeing most of them videos, they be
but
like,
the thing is, you got trust issues, so
yeah. But like, you know, if I made an arrangement, like, hey, you know, she like me, you know, you like me too, you know, I ain't gonna have trust issues because we all a unit, you know. If I was through that stuff. But what I gotta say is this: it's just like ain't no such thing as a man liking one woman, man.
But do you know all about poly relationships for real? Like what it's meant?
See, I don't know that much about it. That's why I say I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. Hold on, before you say all your stuff, I know you got story time and all that. What else I gotta say about polys? It's cool. I like it. I like that it's.
Thank you, baby.
I like that it's different. I like the fact that it's kind of like it's different. It ain't like the same 1 and 2, or that's common. You know, just imagine you got like another person, y'all bonding, y'all relationship. That gives people like more attention. Like, whoa, they really. And I like the fact that, especially with women, the one guy and 2 women polys, I deeply, strongly salute to them women, because women on a normal, especially in America, quote America, they can't take two women and a guy at all. They get jealous. They feel like they're in competition. They want to see who's better. They want to see who get more time with each other. They like, nah, I want more time with him. So them type of girls that's in them polys, even if they bisexual, because some of them women, they bisexual. I say bisexual. they still be jealous. They like girls. They probably like her too, but they still be kind of be like, oh, you don't.
Yep.
He don't hit. He don't have sex with me like that. He has sex with you, or she'll probably be like, dang, I know we like each other and all, but it seemed like he talked to you more, or it seemed like he be why she got to get a hug first? Why I can't get a hug first? Little stuff, or how come when we doing it, how come he got to stick it in her first? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I salute. I done seen a couple like successful polys and stuff like that, and they doing their thing, and they got kids too.
Yep.
They got the kids. They it's possible. So I salute to like the women. Now the guys, I don't barely see like two guys, one girl. No, I never seen that shit.
I've never seen that one.
Never
It's
did.
more two females and one
guy.
guy.
Like, wait, why is it like that though? Like,
That's a good question. I really don't know.
we ain't say it for a whole nother episode. We're gonna go ahead and conclude the episode. So that's just my little spiel. Maybe later on in future episodes, I'm gonna talk more about it. So yeah, I'm gonna let Ashley go ahead and say what she's gonna say about poly relationships.
But what I was wanting to say is like, women, there's only that one special wife that controls who her husband gets with.
Keep going.
And that's what a poly relationship is. So, it's gathered with two females. But the one, I guess, the way he was talking, like, that person gets more attention than the other female.
Right.
So, that's what I've been seeing a lot lately, is that woman gets more attention than the other one.
Right.
Because she's the one that controls for him.
Mm-hmm.
What she can do or whatever. So, but let's go to my story. The first one, I almost got into it. The second one, it was very frustrating. I had this couple, and hold on a minute. But anyway, with that situation, this person liked me, and his wife gave him the full of open relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And
did she know that it was open relationship?
Yes.
Okay.
They both agreed on it. And yeah, he's the first one that I talked to, and he's the one that introduced me to his wife. He had another wife. She passed. Yeah.
I don't think you told me that, or I may, cause y'all. I mean, Ashley tell me her story times all the time. This behind the scenes of the podcast. We talk. We don't even talk on the podcast and doing stuff on the podcast. But she done told me the story behind outside of the D-Wolves podcast. We do stuff, outside of the podcast stuff too. So, but I didn't hear that. I don't think you said that. Unless I probably kind of.
You might have.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, though.
But anyway,
sorry to hear that.
Yeah. I was starting to get into it, like with this relationship with them, but they were trying to be controlling. They were like, I have friends, and they were sitting there going, oh, who are you talking to, da-da-da. And I'm like, do you pay my phone bill? Like,
right.
I mean, that's my friends, I can, whoever I want to talk to, I mean.
Or they probably, they probably didn't want you to talk to, like, since they know that you in this poly, they probably was like, you can't have nobody. They probably just wanted you to just talk to them.
But the thing is, though, what put the red flag is when I wanted to tell them how I feel, because they just kept being pushy about it. He was going like, and I just assumed, I thought she knew that me and him was doing it, but apparently she didn't know the whole time.
So,
and it's like, if you're in an open relationship, ain't you supposed to be honest with your wife, and tell her everything?
Right. So he must then like tell her, like,
he was hiding it from her, to be honest. And it kind of hurt me because I thought she knew. So
Did y'all have like any like intercourse like all together?
Me and her didn't at that point.
Uh-huh.
But it was me and him. But I was going to try at that point with her.
Mm-hmm.
But when that red flag hit, it's like it pushed me back.
Oh. Wow. Well, yeah, you gotta. And I was gonna like talk about open relationships, but that I could talk about that in a whole nother topic because
So yeah, with females, if you in a poly relationship and you have a husband and you let him fully open relationship, it's got to be 100%. You know, you both got to be.
And let me get this going out the
faithful
way.
with each other and not
Right.
just lie with each other about it. You know,
Yeah.
because you can't just go with another person and just keep hiding it and not telling that other person. You know.
Right. If you don't mind, you know, how did she pass? You know,
I'm not sure.
you're not sure. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. You know, and I mean, it's messed up how everything kind of went. She passed and stuff, but no, like, let me just go ahead and say this because I'm probably gonna just say this for like a whole nother episode. Open relationships, period. I'm just gonna get this on out the way too. It's just that how come when, because I had this shit happen before like a couple times. How come women be the main ones saying like let's get an open relationship? Them be the main ones. You don't hear guys saying that like that. Be the women. But the thing about it, women say that, but it's not an open relationship. Like I done had a girl, she forced me into an open relationship. I ain't even tell her like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it. She just was like, you know, you in an open relationship, right? So in her mind, she was like that. And then I ended up like, okay, cool. So once she started seeing me with somebody else, she started to feel type of way. And I'm like, we in an open relationship, right? You know, but even though I ain't even signed up for it, but I know what I be like. I thought it was an open relationship. And then they feel type of way once it happened. They be saying it, yeah, you can do anything you want. Once they really see the shit, like, man, this motherfucker really met somebody else. Who this?
So yeah, if you're in a poly relationship, you need to be really 100% sure you want to do that open relationship.
Yeah, because if it was me, man, they see all type of. They probably wouldn't think I'm in a relationship with them. So I'll be in a relationship with everybody.
And you got to be sure you're okay with that too.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta be good. But if anything, I'm gonna go ahead and end the podcast here. This is the full episode of episode 21. Thank y'all Facebook, thank y'all YouTube. Even though I had like a little technical difficulty, thanks y'all for being patient with me and stuff like that. Y'all know players mess up too. You know, I'm gonna have my little podcast episodes where I, you know, but if you think about it, I can edit it out. Yep. But you know, sometimes I leave it, sometimes I don't. You know, I don't mind showing my fuck ups because I'm getting better and better. Come on. So anyway, make sure y'all also add me on Facebook at DeQuaylin Williams. Snapchat is DeQuaylin.will. TikTok is Quay the Goat. Y'all check out my drawings. Y'all check out my flip books. I do all that stuff over there. Y'all get my followers up, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get TikTok famous out here. I'm also going to be showing some of my clips of my podcast on TikTok. And you know, Ashley, she got her TikTok, and I'm trying to get like her. She got to show me the game. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And also, I appreciate you, Ashley, for coming on the show too.
I'm getting there, almost 3,000 followers, and I'm trying.
Yeah, you gotta. I'm trying to get there too. But anyway,
You'll get there.
Add me. Oh, y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is DeQuaylin.will. If y'all subscribe to that channel, that's mostly like my lock journey channel and stuff like that. The ones that's fans of my locks and my dreads and stuff like that. I ain't posting there in a while. But if y'all want to, if y'all want to have like a sit down, get some popcorn, y'all can show where I came from, my evolution of my dreads and stuff like that. DWNT, this is the channel that you're seeing now with the podcast episodes. Y'all definitely subscribe to that channel. Most of the time I'm putting podcasts out, but I also do skits, I also do reaction videos, in the future, I'm finna be doing gaming videos and stuff like that. So y'all check me out on that platform. And I always say this Snapchat, the Quaylen.will, or maybe my come up. I used back then, but I don't know. I maybe my come up back on that. And Instagram, that's a whole different story.
No, my phone, it just automatically did it. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. He said that. He pop off story, so I couldn't hear. Grr.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
also,
we'll be back on there and talk about it more.
yeah, we just make sure y'all tap in.
And just give me some
Yo, as a matter of fact, what y'all
give
can
me
do,
some topics. That way
so
we
then when we
can.
come back, we could just
Yeah.
So also give me on social medias and stuff. Let everybody know
Yep.
before we get on out of here. Let them know where they can find you on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram.
My TikTok is Mama Bear Ash, and then my Facebook is Ashley Vaughn, and then my Snap is Pretty Eyes 8631, and I'm assuming my Instagram is the same as my Facebook, Ashley Vaughn.
Yeah. So y'all go ahead and add her, follow her. Ashley's cool people. You know what I'm saying? If I fucks with her, y'all already know she's cool people. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. I got her on a podcast. Come on, y'all know I don't have nobody crazy on my podcast. You know what I'm saying? So y'all go ahead and follow her. She do a lot of TikToks. All her TikToks is mostly like just her having fun and stuff like that. And I like people that's like that. And yeah. Y'all go ahead and subscribe to the DWENT channel. I love y'all. I'll catch y'all in the next one. And we out.